This week on JambarTV, we'll talk about YSU's AI policy. Then we'll talk about the newest student member of the Board of Trustees. We'll also talk about the club soccer team and their recent home victory.
Hello and welcome back to JambarTV. I'm Shina Gibbons.
And I'm Scott Shiddock.
The use of artificial intelligence among students is on the rise, and professors at Youngstown State University have shared their opinions. Mark Vopat, a philosophy professor at YSU, said he has enforced methods that prohibit unauthorized use of AI.
You have to write it. You have to sit down and you have and I said, small notebook, it doesn't have to be a big one, but I want a notebook that I can collect every once in a while. And there are preset times you'll have to have it done, but I also said I can just randomly ask for it. And so that means you have to read, you have to take notes, and presumably it's going to be a lot more difficult to go in there and say to an AI, tell me something about this reading.
Jay Gordon, associate professor in the Department of English, said he has concerns about the use of AI detection. Gordon explained he is worried faculty will become too dependent and may falsely accuse a student of AI use. Remember to understand your professor's policy on AI this fall semester.
Youngstown State University will be taking over the management of the University Courtyard Apartments starting October 1st. According to Executive Director Aaron Driscoll, one of the reasons for the change in management is that YSU wants to add a 12-month contract option to students alongside the current offerings.
We saw this as an opportunity to really expand what the university is directly able to offer to students.
The transition should be smooth and minimally disruptive to students. Additionally, taking over direct management eliminates the annual fee paid to the outgoing company Rise. The university had no concerns with Rise and will maintain 10 of its employees. Rental rates will fluctuate based on demand and will increase minimally by around $15 a month. Down the road, YSU hopes to offer students more flexibility when they sign 12-month contracts and are not able to stay in the courtyards.
A number of new food options have appeared on campus for the 2023-24 school year. Jambar reporter Matt Sautler has more.
Among the new additions are late-night dining. Director of Dining Services Lisa Beck said that a new 24-hour option has opened on campus near the Kilcawley House.
It's a vending machine called Just Baked, and it's open 24 hours a day. They have White Castle burgers, they have Krispy Kreme donuts. They have about 12 to 15 selections in there that you can use.
Sushi is also sweeping campus. Beck said that His Hosh Sushi, located in the hub, is working on campus-wide expansion.
We do have sushi on campus. So sushi is right next to Dunkin' Donuts, but we also take sushi and send it out to all those other locations.
These locations include the Mag Library, Cushwa Hall, and the Williamson School of Business. Catering Director Bill Wynn said that with the arrival of Chula, there's been an influx of healthier food options across campus.
Currently, we're noticing a trend that folks are wanting to go towards healthier items. So we're seeing with we started offering Chula down at our KC food court, which it seems that that's becoming a popular option.
Wynn said that catering is most popular during the beginning and end of each school year, especially during the football season.
We're starting to see a lot more orders, as far as tailgating is concerned. Also, I would say that this first part of the semester at least seems to be very busy with, the welcoming events and that sort of thing.
Jimmy John's sandwiches have also returned on Lincoln Avenue after having closed during the pandemic. They are open from 10:30 a.m. to 7 o'clock p.m. For more information on dining services, go to their website. Reporting for the Jambar, I'm Matt Sautler.
The Ward Beecher Planetarium is still waiting for repairs to be made since the January 9th fire. A reopening date is still up in the air, but those involved are hoping for late 2024. According to the planetarium engineer, Kurt Spivey, classes are still taking place while the design team hired by YSU draws up the repair plan.
They're looking over everything that needs to be done, from the dome replacement, the light replacement, the roof replacement on the outside, fixing the electrical, fixing the speakers. They're putting a comprehensive design plan together. Then the design firm will hire the contractors that will come in and fix things.
One major setback for the planetarium is the need for a custom dome. Spivey worries that if a new dome is not ordered within these next few months, that the projected date will be pushed back even further. Once repairs do begin, the planetarium will be completely shut down for months. Patrick Durrell, astronomy professor and Ward Beecher Planetarium director, said that the department already has temporary classrooms to relocate students to.
The class, we won't have the cool video system to use, but we'll still be able to teach the cool astronomy stuff in classrooms. So,
once repairs are finished, the astronomy department has interesting plans for future planetarium shows, including some of its own work with the Hubble Space Telescope. For more information and updates, head to the Ward Beecher Planetarium's Facebook page.
Within 3 months of their release, their album Funkstown, Mumble Jazz founders Unk D and Thin Thicket are back with a new pop take on the genre as they prepare to release WTF is Mumble Jazz on September 29th. With Unk D and Thin Thicket releasing their 5th album of 2023, the sound on the album adds a jazz pop approach for the duo.
But it very much has that vibe where this is our closest to pop, I would say, we've ever gotten. For how weird we already are.
Unk D will be back in the live music scene September 29th in celebration of the album's release at Club Cafe in Pittsburgh. The duo of Unk D and Thin Thicket will return to the Mahoning Valley November 11th at Modern Methods Brewing Company in Warren. With new music planned every Friday, Unk D's new single, Cough It Up, is now streaming on Spotify.
The YHCIL unveiled a new exhibit about the history of women in the workplace at an event September 14th. For the story, here's Christopher Gillette.
The Steel Museum's new exhibit deals with the history of women in work and the issues that they have dealt with, like childcare, discrimination, and unfair pay. The exhibit was researched through approximately 60 interviews with women of different ages and ethnicities. Marcel Wilson, the site manager for the Steel Museum, came up with the idea after learning what working women were dealing with during the pandemic.
It was based on many of the complaints that were expressed during the COVID-19 pandemic and the lockdown, and the fact that issues continued to come up, which as a historian, I saw many times in the past, and we often think that these things were problems that had been dealt with and that were solved.
Nicole Marino, the director of outreach and education at the Steel Museum, did approximately half of the interviews. She said conducting them was very worthwhile.
There were so many really cool points in working on this. I love doing the interviews. The interviews were great. I would be happy to do more to just add them to our archival collection, even though we've kind of completed the exhibit. It was a really fun project.
Most of the conducted interviews are now available to the public in the top floor of the Steel Museum at its archive library. The event opening the exhibit was the first part of the Downtown Merchants Lecture Series, with more lectures to come. To learn more about the Steel Museum or its lecture series, call them, email them, or go to its website. Alongside that, for JambarTV, I'm Christopher Gillette.
Well, we've noticed a slight chill in the air, and with fall right around the corner, Zonde, what's the weather going to look like?
This weekend we will have a sunny start to fall. With low chance for rain, I have a more detailed weather report after the break.
The communication department is much more than media or delivering a speech. The YSU Communication Department offers programs in telecommunication, journalism, and communication studies. We inspire creativity. We encourage each student's passion. We explore new and advanced technologies that connect the human race. The communication programs at YSU ensure that every student is prepared and experienced for the outside workforce, for life after YSU. Join the Jambar and find your voice when you tell the next big story. Become a host of Rookery Radio and gain hands-on experience, or get involved with TV productions like Light the Wick, Penguin Rundown, and JambarTV. YSU's communication department is much more than a department, an education, or a degree. It's a home for passionate individuals, for students to find and pursue what they love.
what? What's going on right now?
Yeah, man, exercise.
I don't know. I don't know if I should even be talking to you right now.
It's got lots of benefits.
Okay.
The benefits of exercise include increased levels of energy, higher quality of sleep, better muscle and bone strength, improved memory, and clearer skin.
Hello and welcome back to JambarTV. I'm Zonday Smith and this is your weekly weather forecast. Here is this weekend's radar. Today will be our warmest day of the weekend with higher temps, sunny skies, and a very low chance for rain. We will see a few clouds throughout the day with low wind speeds. At nighttime, those temps will drop, but the sky will be very clear with low wind speeds and that rain will stay away. Tomorrow will be a warm, partly cloudy day with a low chance for precipitation and moderate wind speeds. When the temp drops at night, we will see some of the clouds move out of the valley and that chance for rain stays low. Our last day of the weekend, those partly cloudy skies will stay and the chance of rain is still small. Those wind speeds will be around 9 miles per hour. As the temps drop at night, there will be a 25% chance for rain, but those wind speeds will drop slightly. Now, let's take a look at my weather 4-day forecast. Friday will be high with 78 degrees with a low of 54 at night. The chance for rain will be minimum. Saturday, the high will reach 73, and although we will see some clouds, you can expect a rain-free day. Those temps to drop to 53 degrees at night. On Sunday, the high will be 74 degrees with a small chance for precipitation. At nighttime, the temperature will drop to 55 degrees, and the chance for rain rises to 25%. On Monday, the temps will hit 74 degrees, and there will be a 25% chance of rain. At night, the temps will dip to 57 degrees, and the chance for rain remains the same. That's all we have for your weekly weather forecast, but stick around because Zoe Bechtel will be in the studio with the latest in student life.
The communication department is much more than media or delivering a speech. The YSU Communication Department offers programs in telecommunication, journalism, and communication studies. We inspire creativity. We encourage each student's passion. We explore new and advanced technologies that connect the human race. The communication programs at YSU ensure that every student is prepared and experienced for the outside workforce, for life after YSU. Join the Jambar and find your voice when you tell the next big story. Become a host of Rookery Radio and gain hands-on experience, or get involved with TV productions like Light the Wick, Penguin Rundown, and JambarTV. YSU's Communication Department is much more than a department, an education, or a degree. It's a home for passionate individuals, for students to find and pursue what they love.
Hey kid, you wanna try some exercise?
Wait, what? What's going on right now?
Yeah, man, exercise.
I don't know. I don't know if I should even be talking to you right now.
It's got lots of benefits.
Okay.
The benefits of exercise include increased levels of energy, higher quality of sleep, better muscle and bone strength, improved memory, and clearer skin.
Hi, and welcome back to JambarTV. I'm Zoe Bechtel. Over the summer, Natalie Dando was appointed as student trustee for YSU. Dando is a junior and is double majoring in chemical engineering and mathematics. Her term runs till April 2025, and she expects to graduate December 2025. As student trustee, her responsibility is to provide a student perspective for the board to make informed decisions on campus. Dando said the new position is something she's navigating, but she's enjoying it so far.
It really takes some getting used to talking to such important people, and of course this is a good setting for it because they're all so nice and we all are passionate about YSU, and so it really helps with that.
Dando said if students want to share any ideas, perspectives, or problems that student government is a good option, or to email her directly. University Theater is currently preparing for its 2023-2024 season of shows. Jambar reporter Owen Bertram has more.
University Theater is hard at work on its first show this year, Zombie Prom.
Adam Howard, the director of the musical, explained what the show is about.
The idea in this musical is that despite the fact that there is a zombie, there isn't anything scary about him. It's about that sort of like, should something that is strange make us be afraid, or is it something that we should accept?
Howard talked about what is required to bring a theatrical production to life.
We have an amazing team. I have amazing stage managers, choreographers, movement director, a vocal music director, and a band leader. So it's not just me, it's a whole team, and we all are responsible for different parts, and I am keeping us in one direction for one sort of cohesive end project.
Zombie Prom's cast is made up primarily of YSU theater students. Brooke May, a musical theater freshman, was cast as the role of Toffee. She said the show has a message in it.
As funny and seemingly stupid on the outside the show is, it has this very real message of accepting who you are and loving yourself no matter what anyone else says, and I think that's something that anyone coming to see the show can relate to.
The rest of the shows for the 2023-2024 season include the play Scapan, as well as the robot play /It's a Small World and Once Upon a Mattress in the Spring. Tickets are on sale now for Zombie Prom and more at ysu.tix.com. Zombie Prom will open October 6th at 7:30 p.m. For more information on all things theater, check out University Theater's website. Reporting for the Jambar, I'm Owen Bertram.
23rd is the first day of fall, a season known for its iconic fashion. JambarTV producer Molly Burke has more.
University Theater is hard at work on its first show.
While many are looking forward to pumpkin spice lattes and cooler weather, for some, the highlight of fall is its fashion trends. Fashion and merchandising professor Taji Terrell said in addition to the classic trench coat, gray tones, and oversized jackets, denim is a staple piece this fall.
There is this barrel jeans style this fall, and those are fitted in the waist, but they kind of make an arc shape going down around the knees, and they call them barrel jeans, so you're going to see that a lot.
Senior geography major Jacob Kempe said he likes to dress comfortably during the fall.
Crew necks especially, flannels, hoodies, kind of lazy wear, I guess.
Senior marketing major Maya Snyder has her own clothing and accessories business, So What, So This, where she sells bags, vests, and more. She said she loves to layer during the fall.
I love wearing jeans and comfy sweaters, long sleeves. Layering is my favorite part of fall fashion. In the summer it's too hot, you kind of have to be picky with what you wear because you're not wearing too much. During the fall time, you can spice up, say, a dress, for example, with like some funky tights or a vest, a cool sweater.
You can find Snyder and her business at the Youngstown Flea this fall. Head to the So What, So This Instagram for dates and locations. For JambarTV, I'm Molly Burke.
That's all for this week's Student Life, but stick around as sports editor John Ostapowicz will be in the studio for sports.
The communication department is much more than media or delivering a speech. The YSU Communication Department offers programs in telecommunication, journalism, and communication studies. We inspire creativity. We encourage each student's passion. We explore new and advanced technologies that connect the human race. The communication programs at YSU ensure that every student is prepared and experienced for the outside workforce, for life after YSU. Join the Jambar and find your voice when you tell the next big story. Become a host of Rookery Radio and gain hands-on experience, or get involved with TV productions like Light the Wick, Penguin Rundown, and JambarTV. YSU's communication department is much more than a department, an education, or a degree. It's a home for passionate individuals, for students to find and pursue what they love.
The feeling when my hands are on the piano, it's become comforting. It's somewhere that I can express myself. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is playing music. YSU is allowing me to take what I love and turn it into a career and do it every single day of my life. Alyssa, and I'm YN proud.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to JambarTV and this week's weekly sports update. Thanks for sticking with us. I'm John Ostapowicz. The YSU football team played its final home game this month inside the Ice Castle. Jambar sports reporter Cameron Nemi has more.
The Youngstown State football team wrapped up their final non-conference game of the year here inside Stambaugh Stadium as they defeated Robert Morris University by a final score of 48-28 and improved to 2-1 on the season. Seniors Tyshawn King and Dre Rushton had a combined 5 touchdowns in the win against Robert Morris. King had 12 carries for 124 yards, 3 touchdowns, and averaged 9.8 yards per carry. Rushton had 14 carries for 55 yards, along with 2 of his own touchdowns. This marked the first time 2 YSU running backs scored multiple touchdowns in a game since 2016. King spoke about the team's performance after the game.
So, solid game for myself, but the O-line, the whole offensive unit, kudos to those guys because this is a team effort at the end of the day, and we got it done today.
Senior quarterback Mitch Davidson had an impressive game through the air. Davidson finished 21-25 for 339 yards. He threw for 1 touchdown and had 1 rushing. This week, the Penguins will have a bye week as the team prepares for the start of Missouri Valley Conference play. Head coach Doug Phillips spoke on the importance of the next 8 conference games.
I believe this team can be a really, really good team, and we got to clean up some of the stuff we have, and we're certainly going to get challenged in the next 8 weeks. So I'm kind of excited to go in and focus just on us and see the areas we need to get better at.
The Penguins will have a bye week next week and then will travel to Northern Iowa for their first conference game of the year on September 30th. But for now, reporting from the Jambar, I'm Cameron Nemi. Back to you in the studio, John.
Cameron, and after a 2-game winning streak, the Youngstown State University women's soccer team got back into the win column September 17th after falling 2-1 against Detroit Mercy on September 14th. The Penguins traveled back home and defeated the Norse 2-1. The first goal of the game was scored by senior Liana Van Sice in the first period by a double assist. The second goal of the game came in the second period by graduate student Aubriana Rondon.
I mean, we just worked on it a little bit. We knew they were going to be a tough component to beat down or break down. They do a little different defending, a little man marking, so we knew we had to prepare for that. So that's what we worked on.
Youngstown State traveled to Dayton, Ohio to take on Wright State September 21st. For more information on that game, check out ysusports.com. The Penguins are back in action at home September 24th against IUPUI and will be live streamed on ESPN+. The Youngstown State University men's and women's cross-country team started its 2023 campaign at the Penn State Harry Grove Spike Shoe Invitational in University Park on Friday, September 8th. Both the men's and women's side finished 6th in their respective races, and 20 Penguin athletes competed. Redshirt freshman Owen Brady led the men's side in the 5.2 mile with a 33rd place finish. On his Penguin debut, Brady clocked in at 26 minutes and 36 seconds. 8 Lady Penguins competed in the 6K at the Invitational as graduate student Morgan Cole led the team with a 10th place finish at a time of 21 minutes and 35 seconds. For assistant coach Eric Roop, Cole's return benefits the team on and off the course.
Her leadership and just her approach to training and what she does day to day really helps, especially the younger girls. They can kind of just see that and emulate that. She definitely is a leader by examples.
The Horizon League recognized 3 cross-country team members after the Invitational. The league announced on Tuesday that Cole, Brady, and freshman Grace Rhodes earned Horizon League Under Armour Weekly Honors. Cole was named the Women's Runner of the Week, as Brady earned the Men's Freshman Runner of the Week, and Rhodes was named the Women's Freshman of the Week. Root believes not only will the awarded freshmen be beneficial to this program, but all of the younger runners will have the ability to make an impact.
It's just nice to have guys that you can rely on and ladies that are younger
that maybe aren't as experienced, but still able to be in the top 5 on the team. So we're going to rely on them heavily throughout the year. And
the Penguins will travel to the Joe Payne Notre Dame Cross Country Invitational on September 29th. You can keep up to date on all things YSU athletics at ysusports.com. After a winless 2022 season, the Youngstown State University men's soccer club defeated Kent State University on September 1st at Farmers National Bank Field inside the Cavelli Sports Complex. Although the first game of the season for the Penguins was a hard-fought road, the team pulled off the upset with a 2-1 victory over the Golden Flashes.
It came out a lot better than we expected. Every time we play against this team, we always have trouble. But today we just came out and we were just going at it as hard as we could, and we got the dub.
With a win, the Penguins travel to Cincinnati on September 9th to take on Xavier University for the first time in program history. The Youngstown State offense was unable to get going as the Musketeers scored 5 goals en route to a 5-0 loss. The men's soccer club looks to bounce back from the loss as it took on the University of Akron September 24th. For more information on the game and to keep up with the soccer club, follow it on Instagram and X, formerly Twitter, at YSU Men's Soccer. After earning her 3rd triple-double of the season, senior Josie Borum now leads the nation in triple-doubles for Division I college volleyball. Borum had 17 kills, 17 assists, and 15 digs against Kent State last week. Despite the excitement of leading the nation in triple doubles, Borum has kept her sights on one of her bigger season goals.
I think my only goal is to beat my 10 triple doubles last year. I kind of want to beat my own record in that.
The Penguins bested Kent State 3-1 as the Penguins also played Akron during YSU Volleyball's first ever school field trip game. Nearly 700 Youngstown area elementary and middle school students filled Beagley Center to watch the game. The power went out shortly after the first set started, but came back on a little over an hour later. The Penguins were unable to keep up with Akron, losing 3 out of 4 sets. The Penguins returned home against Northern Kentucky University on September 19th at home and fell to the Norse in 4 sets. The volleyball team is back in action September 22nd against Oakland University. To watch the game and find more information about the volleyball team, visit ESPN Plus and ysusports.com. After winning its kickoff tournament in Boardman, the YSU women's golf team recently returned from their road trip to University Park, Pennsylvania, where they competed in the Nittany Lion Invitational hosted by Penn State. The team finished tied for 3rd out of 10 teams at the 2-day event on September 16th and 17th. Senior Maddie Smithco finished 1st overall for the Penguins with a final score of 210, finishing 6 under par. Head coach Nate Mikolos has been impressed with Smithco's performance so far this season.
I mean, her performance first was just unbelievable, with the tournament, and the way she finished and closed out that final round to win it, was probably one of the best finishes I've ever seen in my coaching career.
Junior Lizzie Sauer also had a top 10 finish for YSU, ending tied for 9th place. Sauer completed the 2-day event with a score of 222 and just her 2nd showing for YSU. Freshman Niaruchi Prajapanic finished 25th overall with a final score of 227. Sophomore Shayla Barnett placed 37th with a 3-round score of 232. To round out the top 5 individual finishes for the Penguins, senior Tatina Loudtragalam tied for 42nd with a final score of 236. On September 23rd and 24th, YSU will return to Boardman to compete in the Rosanna Schwartz Invitational at Mill Creek Golf Course. For more information about the women's golf team, swing on over to ysusports.com. Now with a lot of sports planned for outside this week, let's send it over to Zonde Smith for your weather recap.
This weekend will be warm and sunny with some clouds moving into the valley and a small chance for rain at the start of the week. Stay safe, Penguins.
Support for JambarTV is provided in part by the YSU Foundation and the Jane F. Lamb Charitable Foundation. Thank you.